going to be about me and my friend Caden talking about what's going on in the sports world. And so, Caden, say what's up. Yep. And today we're going to be talking about the NCAA bracket that's going on. So right now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people is stressed out, including me, because my bracket is already busted. Three out of the four teams I had going to the Final Four is already out, and I'm kind of stressing out about it because my family was having a challenge, and whoever had the best games or like the best winning percentage got like $20, and I'm kind of bummed about that. That's pretty good right now, but yeah, yeah. And right now, Michigan State and Kansas is going on. The score is 77-67. Kansas is up with 5 minutes left in the second half. Jayhawks are now they're up by 13. Jayhawks looking to be pulling away with that game, and they will be moving on to the Sweet 16 if they can hang on to that 13-point lead. Oh. And Louisville, bro. And Florida State. A lot of people have Florida State going to their Elite Eight, bro. Dude, I had Maryland beating Xavier. Yeah. And I have these scores pulled up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and check those real quick to see what all is going on. Yeah, the paint real quick. 3-pointer, nope. Let's see. Right now, Kentucky beat Wichita State 65-62. A very close game there. The Shockers were very underrated. I thought they should have been at least a top 5 seed. They do not deserve the 10th spot, especially since a lot of people thought they should have been in the top 10 teams in the country. So they should not have got that 10th seed, but you know, it's whatever. I mean, I mean, yeah, I know their conference. They have a weak conference, but they're still really good. Hmm. Yeah. And bro, Rhode Island and Oregon's playing right now. They're tied up 6-6 with first half 16 minutes left to play in that one. Ooh, dude, I know. I had Rhode Island going to the Sweet 16, bro. Or no, I had them losing to Oregon in this game, but still, like they are very underrated. And also South Carolina and Duke tipping off at 8:40 tonight on TNT. Don't miss that game. That will be a very exciting game. I actually can't wait to watch that one. And also, let's see who else is playing here. At the half, UNC is leading Arkansas 38-35. Um, I hope UNC wins. I don't want all four teams in my Final Four to go out in the second round, but if they do lose, it will make the bracket very interesting because like a lot of teams that you wouldn't expect to go to the Sweet 16 or the Elite Eight will be in it, and I think it will be very interesting. Really? Dang, bro. Well, let's see. USC and Baylor tips off at 7:45 tonight on True TV. Baylor, you know, they choke every year in the tournament. It seems like, but yeah, I think this year they're gonna go pretty far. They actually might go to the Final Four. They might. I'm not saying they will. They might. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and look at my bracket. So, my Final Four obviously consisted of Villanova, Florida State, Louisville, and North Carolina. But West Virginia. Now, if you guys don't know, me and Caden are West Virginia fanatics. We love them. We've loved them ever since we were little kids. And West Virginia, I am surprised. I didn't think they would be doing this good because normally every year they choke, and we all know that West Virginia chokes. Yeah. Well, I mean, other than we went to the Final Four, but that was like 7 years ago. So yeah. Yeah, like I was watching a bunch of other YouTubers do fill out brackets, and they were like, West Virginia is so overrated. Like, I'm not gonna pick them to win. That stuff like that. And also another thing we're gonna talk about, other than the brackets, is the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight that might be happening. Nobody officially knows if it's gonna happen, but it might happen. You never know. But if that fight does happen, I'm scared to see how much money will be in that fight. At least $100 million just going into that fight. It's guaranteed, bro. And I know with the Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fight, each fighter got like I forget how much it was. It was like $200 million or something like that. And that wasn't just for fighting. That was just off of like the TV avenue, like the revenue and all that stuff like that. So I mean, you never know. It's possible it will happen, but I don't think it will. But it's possible. You never know. Oh my god. Yep, you never know. But that Mayweather and Pacquiao fight was so bad that I feel bad for people that paid thousands and thousands of dollars to go to that fight and to see them not even like hit each other. They didn't even throw any punches, bro. It was so bad. I didn't even watch the fight. I just saw the highlights of it. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But I'm looking at the bracket right now, a picture of it on ESPN.com, and right now like every single team that's either punched their way in the Sweet 16 so far, I did not think they would be in it. Like, yeah, West Virginia, yeah, Kentucky, like all those teams, but like for teams like Wisconsin and teams like who else? Teams like uh let's see, teams like Purdue, like I did not think Purdue was gonna go to the Sweet 16. I know, cause like Iowa State's fresh off a Big 12 championship against West Virginia, and they're on a little bit of a hot streak. Yeah, I know, and that's why I thought. That's why I stopped, bro. I was like, they're on a hot streak. They have to win, but no, they choke. Mhm. Because like I'm not a fan of the SEC basketball or the ACC basketball. I've never really been a big fan of those, but you never know, bro. I mean, freaking you or Davidson when Steph Curry was on their team. Davidson was like a I forget what seed they were, and they were out of a small conference and they went to the championship. So I mean, you never know with these type of games. You never know. Hmm. And like the thing is with the tournament though, like if you win the championship, you are not the best team in college basketball, and that's the thing. Like if let's say Villanova went undefeated the entire regular season, and they lost. Yeah, they lost. And let's say like Wichita State won the national championship. Would you say they're the best team in the country? Like they didn't even do good throughout the regular season, but just because they won the championship doesn't mean they're the best team ever. Like yeah, like let's say um like let's say the Houston Rockets, for example. Let's say like they're a fifth seed and they win the NBA Finals, but they didn't have a good season. You're not going to say they're one of the greatest teams ever. You're not going to say that. But like let's say the 95-96 Bulls that had or that used to have the the record for the most wins in a season. If they won a championship, yeah, you could they would probably be up there for one of the best teams ever. Like you can't just say, "Oh, what Virginia won the championship. They're the great one of the greatest teams of all time." You can't just say that. Like you have to look at their regular season stats. You have to look at all that. You can't predict it off of one tournament. You have to look at everything else. Oh, let's go hop on this two spot real quick. And I also want to talk about like um NBA coaches and that stuff resting their players. And this is a thing that bothers me a lot because this actually happened to me before. Me and my dad went to a Miami Heat and Charlotte Hornets game, and we went, and I was so excited. Like I got my tickets for Christmas. The game was in April, so I've been waiting a couple months for it. And when we went, they rested LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Ray Allen. So the only guy I got to watch out of like the Miami team was Chris Bosh. And heck, I'd rather watch Ray Allen than Chris Bosh. But it just makes me really mad to think that people pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go to the game just to watch one or two players. And the one or two players that they're so excited to watch, like see play, they just don't like their coaches rest them, and you waste a couple $100 for nothing. And it just makes me really mad. But I mean, I understand that yeah, your guys need rest, but that's the reason why there's off days, and that's the reason why there's like, I mean, it's not like the players obviously want to play. It's not their decision to rest. The coaches make them rest. It's not their decision to say, "Hey, I'm gonna rest this game, coach. Don't play me." No, the coach, like the coach tells them, or the organization tells them, and it just makes me really mad that those guys want to play in front of those people, and the coaching staff won't let them. I mean, Caden, what's your opinion on that? Caden, your mic's messed up. Caden, your mic is like messed up. I can't even hear you. Here, now try to talk. Okay, now you're good. You're good. All right. What's your opinion on that? Yeah, and especially when like players like LeBron and KD and all of them play 100% every night, give it all just in one regular season game. I mean, they're obviously going to need some rest. I mean, it's not like I mean, they can, but their body's going to be so sore when playoffs come. Like LeBron playing 100% every night for 82 straight games. I mean, that's going to be really, really tough on his body, but I don't know, bro. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go back and look at the current scores for the games right now. And let's go right here. Men's scoreboard. Oregon is beating Rhode Island 17-10. 11:45 to go in the first. Kansas. Kansas pulled away, bro. Kansas, it's official. Kansas is moving on to the Sweet 16. They beat Michigan State 90-70. They outscored them 50-40 in the second half, and that's what caused them. Yeah, and let's see. Oh, dude, the game I want to watch tonight is Cincinnati and UCLA at 9:40. That will be a good game. Hmm. Yes, and yes, North Carolina. Yeah. Hmm. Exactly. Yeah, we don't need to take stupid shots too. Like I see West Virginia sometimes they force shots. Like we'll be up 10-0. Exactly, like we'll be up 20-0 and then they'll make a free throw and we start to panic. It's like, oh my god, we're not perfect after all. We can't do this, and we just like start forcing terrible shots, and that's why we choke a lot of games. But a score update on the North Carolina Arkansas game. North Carolina leads Arkansas 46-44 with 15 minutes left in the second half. Arkansas, if they win, bro, I don't know, dude. It, I, there's been too many upsets so far. North Carolina and Arkansas is down by 2 with 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left in the second. Yeah, I think, dude. The thing is, Villanova is a second half team, and I don't know how they didn't pull out with the win, bro. They're a second half team. Hmm. Yeah, and did you got? We're swinging back to the NBA right now. Did you see the Lakers and Bucks fight the other day? Wait, was it the Bucks? Yeah, bro. And did you see Bill what Luke Walton said after the game about his players? I mean, I do you agree with him or do you disagree with what Luke Walton said after the game? Yeah. Yeah, like if somebody wants to fight, this goes for every single sport. If somebody wants to fight because either like A, the other player hit them, or like B, he's just trash talking him, or C, they just want to fight because they're bored and the game's boring. Let them fight. I love hockey because they let the players unleash all their anger and just fight, and they're the only sport that lets players do that. Like in football, I mean, yeah, guys are tackling each other and they're being rough with each other, and you have to think there's going to be a fight or two when it comes to that, and they don't let them fight. And I if I ever become like an official like commissioner of a sports league or something, I would make that sports league to where players could fight because I mean it's just insane the amount like of ejections that refs give players when they didn't even do anything. Like they're just defending themselves. And like what Luke and like it was Luke Walton like what Luke Walton said. He was like um they gave his players technicals for defending themselves. But like you shouldn't get a technical for defending yourself, and it's really stupid. Oregon's kind of pulling away against Rhode Island, 21-13 now with 10 minutes left in the first half. Rhode Island can still come back though. They can try to come back, but again, I don't think they will. Hmm. Ba, ba, ba. let's see, is there any other stories we need to talk about other than the bracket? Because I mean, the NCAA bracket has been terrible so far. Like I've stressed so much. I mean, it's been a good bracket, but like for a person that filled out their bracket, it's spent so much time into it. It's been terrible. And by the way, a score up. I don't mean to interrupt you. A score update: Arkansas has just taken the lead against North Carolina. All right, go ahead and say what you're gonna say. Yeah, like me and you, bro. I filled out like 3 brackets and I entered into so many contests and everything like that. And dude, like my mom never even watches college basketball, and she has a better bracket right now than me and my dad both. It, yeah, and she just randomly guesses every single game, and somehow she has a better bracket than both me and my dad. And bro, wow, Arkansas hit a three, and now they are now up 50-46. Dude, if North Carolina loses, I am done. I'm not even gonna watch the tournament anymore. It's not worth it. I mean, basically every single team that I wanted to watch play is lost, and I don't know what to do anymore. Let's hope West Virginia doesn't lose, or I'll really stop watching it. Hmm. Yeah, like that's what I said. I was hmm Yeah, because that's what I was saying. I told my mom, I was like, yeah, like I would love to see West Virginia go to like the Final Four and that stuff like that. But if they win, then my bracket's screwed. I mean, it's like I don't even care if they win a national championship. As long as they go to the Final Four, I'll be happy. Because like I know we kind of want revenge in the Final Four. Because a couple years ago when we went to the Final Four, we lost against Duke, and that still hurts me to this day. But you know, whatever happens, happens. I mean, it's the past. We have to look towards the present. Mm-hmm. Yep. Dude, I know he has so much potential. Oh my bad, I didn't even know the shot clock was going down. But he has so much potential, bro. And like in that mod, like where the NBA, like you can put all the teams into 2K and that stuff like that, like the college teams, like you can do all that. Um, he was like he was like the best player on the team as a freshman, bro. Like he led me in scoring and everything. Freaking monster. I don't even know what just happened. I don't know, but Arkansas is still in the lead against North Carolina. They're up by 2 with 11 minutes left in the second half. Rhode Island is starting to make a little bit of a comeback here. They're only down 5 now, to Oregon. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Well, that is going to do it for the first ever episode of SportsTube. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And for right now, our schedule is going to be uploading every Sunday. But that schedule might change once like the summertime comes around. Cause we're almost done with school. Like I have maybe like 2 months, like 2 months left of school. So like I don't have that much longer. I get out June the 3rd, so I just have like 2 more months left. Yeah, like me, I have like the fourth 9 weeks starts next week, so I'm almost done. Yeah, so like we're almost done with school. So when the summer comes, our schedule might change, and also Caden is coming down to visit for 3 weeks, so we might make a couple videos together there. But yeah, it's our first ever episode. Tell your guy, tell us in the comments what who you have winning the championship or who your final four is, and also tell us if your bracket is already busted. Because I know mine is. Mine's already busted. I don't know about Cadence, but yeah, it's been yeah. All right, it's been Ethan and Caden, and we're SportsTube, and we're out. Peace.